Have you ever looked back at a relationship and thought, the signs were there, I just didn't want to see them? Maybe your friends noticed. Maybe your intuition whispered. Maybe your body felt anxious, even when your heart felt attached. But love has a powerful way of softening sharp truths. Today, we're not judging. We're not blaming. We're gently exploring 10 red flags you may have ignored because you were in love. Why we ignore red flags. Before we go into the list, let's understand something important. When we fall in love, our brain releases dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, chemicals linked to pleasure, bonding, and reward. Love literally alters perception. We don't just see the person, we see the potential, the future, the fantasy. And when reality doesn't match that fantasy, we rationalize. He's just stressed. She didn't mean it. It'll get better. Ignoring red flags is rarely about stupidity. It's about emotional investment. Now let's gently uncover the signs. Red flag 1, inconsistency disguised as busy. Ananya met someone who was intense in the beginning. Constant texts, long calls, deep conversations. Then suddenly, silence. He said he was just busy. But busy never stopped him from being online. She told herself not to overthink, but consistency is one of the clearest signs of emotional availability. Healthy love doesn't disappear randomly. Red flag 2, you felt anxious more than secure. Ask yourself, did you feel calm or constantly worried? If you were always decoding tone, waiting for replies, fearing withdrawal, that's not passion. That's nervous system activation. Love should feel like safety, not survival. Red flag 3. They avoided accountability. In every disagreement somehow, it became your fault. You were too sensitive. You misunderstood. You overreacted. Over time, you started doubting your own feelings. That's not communication. That's emotional deflection. Red flag 4, future promises without present effort. Rahul talked about marriage within weeks. He described vacations, houses, a lifetime together. But when it came to meeting consistently, planning real steps, showing up emotionally, there was always an excuse. Future talk without present action is often a fantasy hook, not commitment. Red flag 5. Disrespect hidden as humor. They're just joking, but the jokes hurt. They mocked your interests, your appearance, your dreams, in front of others, repeatedly. Respect is not optional in love. If humor makes you shrink, it isn't playful, it's revealing. Red flag 6. Emotional unavailability. They avoided deep conversations, changed subjects when things got vulnerable, said, I'm not good at expressing feelings, and you believed you could teach them how to love, but emotional maturity isn't built by one partner carrying both hearts. Red flag 7. Isolation from friends and family. Slowly, subtly. They criticized your friends, questioned your family, made you choose, and because you loved them, you prioritized them. But healthy love expands your world. It doesn't shrink it. Red flag 8. You felt drained, not nourished. After meeting them, did you feel energized or exhausted? Healthy connection restores. Toxic dynamics deplete. Your body always keeps score, even when your mind denies it. Red flag 9. You were afraid to express needs. You rehearsed texts before sending them, filtered your feelings, avoided topics that might trigger conflict. If love requires you to silence yourself, it's not safe attachment. It's emotional negotiation. Red flag 10. You knew, but hoped. This is the quietest one, the one we don't admit. You knew. There was a discomfort you couldn't name, a pattern you noticed, a feeling that something wasn't aligned. But hope is powerful. We don't fall in love with who someone is. We fall in love with who they could be. And sometimes, we stay too long waiting for potential to become reality. Why we ignore red flags. There are deeper reasons we overlook warning signs. Fear of being alone, childhood attachment wounds, low self-worth, trauma bonding, the sunk cost fallacy, believing love requires struggle. Especially if love in your childhood felt inconsistent. Chaos may feel familiar, and familiar often feels like chemistry. What to do? If you're noticing these signs, pause. Don't panic. Observe patterns, not isolated incidents. Ask yourself, do I feel safe expressing my truth? Is effort mutual? Am I calmer or more anxious in this relationship? Would I want my future child to date someone like this? You don't need dramatic exits. You need clarity, and clarity comes from honesty with yourself. Ignoring red flags doesn't make you foolish. It makes you human. We all want connection, want love. But real love doesn't confuse you. It doesn't shrink you. It doesn't make you question your worth. Sometimes the lesson isn't that you chose wrong. It's that you learned. And the next time, you will listen sooner.